4. Before we get started, let me just show you the about page. I just got the update today. So it's Miui 9.0 stable ROM. If you are running a beta ROM, you'll have a lot more features than what I'm going to show today. With that said, let's get started. Now this is a typical home screen. First and the most highlighting feature of Miui 9 is the split screen mode. Now that's the feature where you can use two applications side by side. Now let me just show you that. If you go to recent apps, you have a button on the top left corner of the screen, split screen, click that, and now you can drag any of these applications to the top to open this particular application in a split screen mode. This is also another new feature. I'm trying to record the screen while I'm doing this video. Anyway, going on next, as you have seen, the split screen mode has just minimized. Now I'll open YouTube, and now it opened it at the bottom screen. Now I can resize it. If you go to home screen, again it goes to the top. When you click another application, the second application gets replaced. Now you can do all the way up to replace the secondary app as your primary application. Next, you can do the same thing once again to open these apps. By the way guys, all the apps doesn't support split screen mode as of now. So to fix that, open settings, scroll all the way to the bottom and select about phone. Click on the Miui version 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. So just go back and then select advanced settings or additional settings. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You have developer options over here. Now scroll all the way to the bottom and make sure you enable force activities to be resizable. Once you do that and restart your phone, you will be able to use all the applications in the split screen mode. Normally you won't be able to open Instagram in the split screen mode, but now you can do it. That is pretty much it for that. Now the next feature is a power saving mode. Let me just show you that. Let's go to settings, then battery. Okay, now once you're in battery, select manage app battery usage, then select scenarios. Now once you enable this toggle, while you're sleeping, your device will save a lot more battery than it normally does. Now that's not something you can see immediately. Anyway, the next best thing is the new app launch times. So let me just clear the RAM first. Okay, now the RAM is cleared, all the apps are out of memory. Now I'm opening stock apps like phone dialer, messaging, settings. As you can see, there was a slight bit of delay. But once you open them from memory, they open in a snap. So they might have improved just the animation timing, but the animations felt much more smoother here. So that's the next big thing. Well, there might be small changes in the app load times, like when you open an app for the first time, but for the most part, it opens the app quickly if it is in the memory. By the way guys, memory management sucks big time. I'm still testing it, but I'll let you know in my final review. Going on next, we have some new home screen customization options. So to get started, I'm going to do a pinch gesture. Now I can select multiple applications at once by selecting them. And now if I want to move them, I can press and hold or touch and hold, and I can move them to any home screen. Earlier we used to swipe to the right side corner of the screen to move to a different home screen, but now we can do this. Let me select those apps once again. There we go. So that's one new thing. Next, if we go back, we have the regular wallpaper, widget panel, and we have something new, that is the settings. From here we can change the transition effects. You can select anything you want. Let's go back. Next we have the option to change the default screen. So whenever I press the home button, it always takes me to this particular screen. If I want to change this order, I can simply do a pin gesture, then select settings, select default screen. Now I can select this particular home screen as my default home screen. Now let's go back to home. Now whenever I press home button, it always takes me to this particular home screen. Okay, going on next, we can do the same thing again, go to settings, and now we have the option to fill empty cells. So whenever there's a blank space, the new application will take up the empty space. So this option is for that. Next we have the option to lock home screen layout. So once you enable this, you won't be able to move any of these icons. As you can see, I'm not able to move them. I can do the pin gesture once again. I'm still not able to move the applications. Now let me disable that. Now I can move any of them. So that's how it works. Next, if you go to more, we have some more additional options, like we can change the default launcher, and we can even display the memory usage or memory status in the recent apps page. Let me first disable that, and when I press the recent apps button, I just see the cross button over here. I don't see the RAM usage. If I go back and press more and enable this toggle, go to recent page once again, now I'm able to see the RAM usage. So guys, going on next, we have quick switch. Let me just open up Play Store, YouTube first, Play Store, YouTube. Okay, now that it is here, if I want to quickly switch to Play Store, earlier we used to go to this. But now I can double tap the recent apps button to quickly switch between the last application. Going on next, we have silent mode. Let me just go back to the home screen first. Whenever you press the volume down button or volume up button, you get this new window for silent mode. You can just click on this to enable silent mode, and we have this awesome option to automatically disable silent mode at a specific time. So we can enable it for 3 hours, 4 hours, or anything we want. We can even choose do not disturb mode instead of silent for additional automation. If you click this button, it will take you to the additional options. Normally when your phone is in silent mode, it is just silent, but in do not disturb mode, you can choose to disable just the notifications and enable ringtones for calls, or completely make it silent except for alarms. So that's the difference between sleep and do not disturb mode. Once again, we can schedule it, and we have additional options for do not disturb mode, whereas for silent, we don't have any of these. Going on next, we have a new option for the quick ball. As you can see, there is a small circle kind of thing at this corner. When I click it or drag it, I get this quick bubble. Let me show you the option first. We'll go to settings, additional settings, and then go to quick ball. Over here, I have the option to hide it after 3 seconds. So if I disable it, this quick ball is always on the screen. It gets transparent, but it is still in the way. But once you enable this particular toggle, it hides nicely under the edge. Once again, a nice improvement. Next, we have some new gestures. So in the same page, go to buttons and gesture shortcuts. So from here, we can change the long press actions of these capacitive buttons and even the power and volume buttons. Did you know there was an option to turn on the flash directly from the lock screen? It used to work like this. You need to press the home button in the lock screen to turn on the flash, press the power button once to keep it on, and press the power button once again to turn it off. So that's how it is. So guys, that was the option we used to have in Miui 8, but now it has been replaced with Google Assistant. So let me just put it back the way it was. Additional settings, gesture shortcuts, and this has been replaced with long press menu in lock screen, and we have Google Assistant for home button. Now you can press and hold the home button for Google Assistant. Let me just set that up. Okay, now I can press and hold the home button to trigger Google Assistant. How is the weather today? Will it rain today? Okay, for some reason it's not speaking. Anyway, in the lock screen, if you do the same thing once again, Google Assistant gets triggered. Now, if you want to enable the torch, you need to press and hold the menu button and press the power button to keep it on. So going on next, let's go back to the same place, buttons and shortcuts. From here, we can close an application by using one of these gestures, show menu by pressing one of these buttons, then turn off the screen by once again pressing one of these buttons. This one is something that I would like to do. So now to lock the screen, I can simply press and hold the back button and it turns off the screen. I don't need to press the power button. Now to wake it up, I can use a fingerprint scanner as usual. So guys, these are the new gestures. Do give them a try and let me know which one you found very useful. Going on next, we have some new options to customize the notification light at the top and these backlit buttons at the bottom. It's under this notification light settings. From here, you can enable or disable notification light, light up while charging, set a specific color for calls, notifications, and messages. Going on next, we have a new change to the reading mode. Once you go to display, select the reading mode. Over here, we have the option to turn it on automatically at sunset. Earlier we didn't have this option, but with Miui 9 we get this new feature. Now the next new change is with the dual apps. In dual apps now we can search for a particular application. This isn't something really huge, just a nice addition. By the way guys, there is a new settings panel too. I have never seen that. So this is also something new for me. Going on next, if you're someone who uses battery mode or battery saver on your phone, we have an option to enable it automatically and disable it automatically too. Just go to the battery saver, select battery saver. From here you can turn it on automatically based on a schedule or when the battery percentage is low, and turn it off when the phone is charged about 60%. So this is something new. So guys, the final feature on this list is the notification folder. To enable that, just go to settings and then go to notification and status bar. Over here we have notification folder. Let me just disable that for now. And we just have one notification, that's from push bullet. I can swipe left. As you can see, there is something on the right side, but I'm not able to open it. Now once I enable this toggle, I'll be able to access it. Now I can say if this application or this notification is important or not. If I select not important and press unimportant, every time I get a notification, it will show up in this particular folder. That's the notification folder. So when I click this, I'll see all my unimportant notifications. So you still get them, but you won't be constantly interrupted. Now to send it back or to make it important once again, simply do the same thing once again and click this button. So guys, those were the best features and new things on the new Miui 9 on the Redmi Note 4. In the press event, they showed us a lot of new features, but as of now in the stable ROM, these are the only things that are available. So as you can see, this is Miui 9 running on Redmi Note 4. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from Ready Tech signing off. Have a nice day.